Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about something a lot of people overlook. Who is truly the most powerful member of the Fantastic Four? Most fans might immediately shout out names like The Thing or even Human Torch, but by the end of this video, you'll see why the real answer is actually pretty surprising. So grab your snacks, settle in, and let's break this down. But before we dive in, if you're new to Rantit, make sure to subscribe so you never miss our Marvel breakdowns and deep dives. All right, let's start with the obvious. When people think of the Fantastic Four, they usually picture Reed Richards with his genius level intellect, The Thing with his brute strength, and Johnny Storm with his flashy fire powers. And sure, they're all incredible in their own way, but the real powerhouse of the team is Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. That's right, she might not look as intimidating as Ben Grimm or hot-headed as Johnny, but when it comes to sheer power and the versatility of her abilities, Sue is on an entirely different level. And it's not just fans who think so, even the biggest threats in the Marvel Universe acknowledge it. So what actually makes Sue so powerful? Let's break down her abilities. Most people just know about her turning invisible, cool party trick, right? But honestly, that's the least interesting part. The real deal is her power over force fields. According to Reed Richards, the energy she taps into to create these force fields actually comes straight from hyperspace, the same dimension that the Celestials are tied to. We're talking cosmic level energy here, far beyond normal human comprehension. Because of this, Sue can manipulate not just visible light, but the entire electromagnetic spectrum. This is how she bends light around herself to turn invisible, and how she creates force fields that can block almost anything. Bullets, lasers, magic, even telepathic or telekinetic attacks. Let's look at some epic examples from the comics that show just how overpowered she really is. There was a time when Jean Grey, an Omega level mutant with the Phoenix Force, tried to attack Sue using her telekinesis. You'd think Jean could tear right through her, but Jean's powers couldn't even penetrate Sue's shield. When Sue decided to trap Jean inside a force field bubble, Jean found her telekinesis completely useless in there. Then there's the fact that Sue has created force fields so strong that even the Thing and Hulk working together couldn't break them. Imagine being able to casually shrug off the combined brute force of two of Marvel's heaviest hitters. That's what Sue does. But probably the craziest feat that proves how scary her power can get is a storyline where Sue actually pierces through the armor of a Celestial. Those giant cosmic beings are basically gods. Her force fields aren't just protective barriers. She can weaponize them to cut through nearly indestructible cosmic armor. That's something even some of Marvel's most powerful heroes would struggle to pull off. So if she's this powerful, why doesn't she just dominate every fight and end things instantly? Here's where her human side comes in. Sue's abilities are directly tied to her physical stamina. She's still human, so if she pushes herself too far, she starts to get exhausted. That's when her force fields weaken and she becomes vulnerable. This limitation keeps her from being completely unstoppable, but honestly, it's also what makes her character so compelling. She has god-tier powers, yet she's still grounded by human limits, which forces her to be smart about how and when she uses them. Even Dr. Doom, who's faced pretty much every major hero and villain in the Marvel Universe, openly respects Sue's power. He knows that among the Fantastic Four, she's the one who could truly be the most dangerous to his plans. That says a lot coming from someone as arrogant and all-knowing as Doom. There's even a chilling moment in the comics where Doom outright says that if Sue ever decided to use her powers without restraint, no one, including himself, would be able to stop her. So, the next time someone asks you who the strongest member of the Fantastic Four is, don't just blurt out The Thing or Human Torch. Remember that the quiet, caring, invisible woman is actually one of Marvel's most powerful heroes, someone whose abilities reach cosmic levels when pushed to the limit. That's it for today's deep dive. If you enjoyed exploring Sue Storm's incredible power with me, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more Marvel breakdowns, power rankings, and all the latest from the MCU and beyond. And drop a comment telling me which Fantastic Four member is your favorite or what other characters you'd love to see us break down next. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.